Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your October general reading. I have laid out the cardinal points on the horoscope wheel. I'll clarify with the Divine Tarot and finish off with a couple of oracle cards. This is a general reading, and although all tarot readings are at certain level timeless, it is specified for October, and because I integrate astrology, we're already on a kind of human clock. So this hopefully will help us enter you into the eclipse season, where a lot of the energies of healing and awareness that we've been cultivating over the last several years are culminating. We're gaining some of the fruits and understandings from that time. So if you enjoy this reading, please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with others you think might find it useful. I appreciate all your support. Cancer, your overall energy for October is the Three of Cups. This is a card of support, of honoring the circle of intimacy, the safe space where you allow yourself not only to experience the range of your emotions, but particularly in sharing your vulnerabilities, those things and obstacles you've overcome, those difficult moments. You are able to celebrate those wonderful moments of sharing resources, experiences, and joy, pleasure in the company and the intimacy of these particular intimates. This is a card indicating that in general you have the support that you need to accomplish what you need to accomplish. And that support you now particularly value as you may be facing some difficult challenges or difficult tasks ahead. In the 10th house, this is where you are seen by the community. This is your social identity. The Five of Wands. This is a challenge to support the work of whatever group, team of collaborators, family members are attempting to solve a problem. You are understanding and very committed to the positive learning experience that all engaged in this problem solving can access through participating in a way that moves from each person's strength and the acceptance of each person's strength, where each individual steps back as necessary and participates from this space of capacity, ability, rather than everyone having an equal vote. And that equal vote is really more about participating in solving the problem, accepting that no single person may have the answer, but that you're all together formulating, creating a solution. In the first house, the Five of Swords is another area of change that you're affecting through trying to solve this problem. And the picture I'm getting is that a fairly intimate group, a group that has worked together for a while. This can be family members that have worked or not worked well together in the past, but that you are having to clarify and recognize the kind of feedback you're getting for what it is. You're able to deflect the kind of criticism or lack of seriousness with which your intention is met by picking your battles, by discarding or deflecting off the negative criticism you may be receiving, understanding that that comes from fear, and that is not sufficient to block you from whatever area of action or behavior that you need to move forward with. So this does indicate a fair amount of tension and conflict, and that the support you absolutely actually do have is helping and encouraging you to face up to or to ignore, deflect this kind of petty or negative criticism, so that you're able to listen to the feedback but not take it seriously or not allow it to block you from your intentions. In the fourth house, this is your home, your history, your own domestic environment. The Three of Wands is really issuing a reflection of the support you have to be who you want to be. You are devising a new plan. You are creating a new direction for yourself. You're establishing the area of your growths, your strengths, your interests, your desires, and you are supported to move in that direction. And it's feeling right now to be very much counter a familiar community with which you've worked and that does not believe in your ability or deservedness to move in a direction that you want to move into. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, this feels indeed like the releasing, the letting go of, the relinquishing of this old pattern that exists depending on where you are in life, at your workplace, in a familiar community setting, or in your family. This can also be a partnership that is moving on, that has been lost, that is being lost. And this a willingness of yours to release these experiences, recognize the disappointments, the heartaches, and recognize that these are no longer your battles to fight. These are no longer your beliefs or behaviors to uphold. And by clearing this away, by actually allowing this transition to occur, by willing this to occur, you're making space for the new things that you're planning and moving forward with. For now, the planning that you're doing is a bit undercover. You have the connections and the support to continue to grow this at the root of your experience. So this is really uprooting this new desire, new interest, desire to move away, move out into the world, is uprooting what has been a customary experience with a certain community or set team of people. The Five of Swords in the first house is clarified by the Knight of Wands in the second house and the Two of Coins in the third house. You have embraced your inspirations, your skills, your passion, and you are willing to invest in that. You're looking to explore, and that exploration is allowing you to look at your past, the experiences, the lifestyle, the ways that you used to do things, with the possibilities that exist in the future. And you're right at the fulcrum of that experience. You're really considering it. And this card has an interesting picture in which it looks like a parent is cradling two, perhaps, offspring. One mimics the form of the parent, and the other is a sort of different looking creature, but no less of value or no less of an entity. And this is encouraging you to love the experience of the past, to release it with love, to recognize its legitimacy, its service in your life. despite the difficulties that you have undergone, the difficulties you are undergoing, and instead to embrace this beautiful energy of inspiration, exploration, and discovery that is motivating you to change your circumstances, to embrace a new set of values. The Three of Wands in the 4th house is clarified by the Six of Wands in the 5th house and the King of Swords in the 6th house. So you are being recognized in the area of your talents, in the area of the ways in which you find pleasure in your creativity. And this also can conform with your friend group, your peers, your understanding that you have been able to elevate your group, your team, your environment, your partners through your accomplishments, through your achievements, through your willingness to be a part of the team. If this is a family or a working situation where you have felt yourself to be an odd person out or excluded in some way, you have nonetheless stayed committed to being a member of that team and working with effort, great effort and perseverance to doing your part with excellence. As a result of that, you've elevated the team. And in fact, you have become something of a counselor, somewhat of a person who facilitates communication between its members. And you're able to do that by putting aside your feelings, putting aside your deep emotions, so that you can reasonably and rationally listen to the various sides of an argument somewhat dispassionately, which is really part of the success that you have gained, the way that you've elevated the team above the kind of conflictual fray that it has appeared to be. And this is almost historic problem that I'm seeing, so that you have been with this particular employer or this organization or at this project for a while among these family members that are very contentious for a while. But you've been able, through your commitment, to provide this role. And it's one that you display and are entrusted with. Perhaps because you are somewhat of an outsider. The Ten of Swords in the 7th house is clarified by the Knight of Cups in the 8th house and the King of Coins in the 9th house. You, despite the real pain and suffering I believe you have endured as part of this social group that you are a part of, be it work or personal, you have this inspiration, the support that you have, this ability to be successful in terms of your responsibilities to the team has really opened you up to your greater creative abilities, your ability to imagine life beyond. You're very much a master of your own stability. And it's interesting that, again, I see this kind of leadership potential among this group, particularly if it's a professional group. But it can also be a personal family group, a group of collaborators, or part of a project that you are responsible for building something that is long-lasting, something that serves everyone, something that has increased value to the team. And you are willing to take on that responsibility and shepherd it, steward it towards success. You can make this abundance manifest in some way despite the conflict of the overall group. Your ability to mediate this really does build on your awareness to some extent that there is life for you beyond this conflict, this group, this resolution that you are working towards. The Five of Wands in the 10th house is clarified by the Chariot in the 11th house and the Justice in the 12th house. Incredibly beautiful. You are, in many ways, separating yourself out from the crowd. My sense is that it is this crowd, this family group, this consortium, this professional team that you're a part of, your co-workers, that you don't no longer feel the necessity to pretend to be like all of these members. You are comfortable now moving towards those things that make you unique, discreet, that distinguish you from the crowd. You are owning your own difference in a way that is leading to your particular individual success, and you're moving there rapidly. You are not trying to fit in. You're not trying to belong. You're simply trying to do your job, to reach a successful conclusion, to wrap matters up so that you can move on. And in doing that, in being who you are, and not trying to solve the problems of all the people involved, which in many ways, Cancer may be your natural, compassionate urge, you are finding balance in your own life. You are receiving the just rewards that you have earned. You are establishing your worthiness of that which you pursue. So Cancer, I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Crystal Oracle, one of my many crystal oracles, and remind you that you can like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled the pink opal. Be kind to yourself. And I'm going to pull a hummingbird oracle for a lighter touch. And I pulled hum. Try humming to balance and raise your vibration. And it's so interesting that this comes out as I have been humming as a form of self-healing. So I hope indeed this is helpful to you, Cancer. Until next time, namaste.